I like knowing that whatever I want will flow to me. I like this understanding of these laws, and I like getting better at them every day. And I'm eager to see the results of my improved focus. And I like telling a story until it gets easier to tell. And every story is easier to tell every time I tell it. And I'm determined to tell stories that move in the direction of the vortex. And stories that people tell that are in the opposite direction are more and more annoying to me. I love directing my thought. And I love shoring up my thought with words and images. And I love prosperity. And I love being a creator. And I get it that I've put a lot into my vibrational reality. I get it that there's a vortex of creation over there that's full of all kinds of stuff. I can feel that's a precursor to everything that I am and everything that I want. And I so adore knowing that the universe has my back. It's consoling to me to realize that the source within me is holding counsel on all of that. I like realizing that cooperative components have already been assembled, and I eagerly watch for evidence of them in my life. And every day I become a more cooperative component just by my leaning in more optimism and my effort at being in the vortex more. There are so many wonderful things in my life. You should see where I live. I've created a really nice nest for myself. I've taken pride in the way it came together, and it really is beautiful. And I like that others who don't live as well are often uplifted by what they see with me. And I have seen a steady progress of financial improvement in my life for a very long time. And I know that I'm a powerful creator. And I can tell that I have amassed a vibrational expectation that is far greater my financial nest egg than anything that I own in terms of assets. It's my vibrational asset. It's my vibrational escrow that is my greatest work. And oh, I have amassed something so magnificent, and I so enjoy cashing it in a little bit here and a little bit here and reaping the benefit of it and enjoying the pleasure of it. I love being alive, and I love being alive in these financial times, because these financial times have made me feel more alive than ever before. The contrast has served me. I have put more into the assets of my vibrational escrow in the last while than I've done in a long, long time. I felt it really, really, really get moving. What I want is done on a vibrational level. It is. What I want is done on a vibrational level. What I want is done on a vibrational level. I ask for it, and it is done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. That's why he's saying, I feel good. I feel good. I feel good. It's done. It's done. My lover is there. My money is there. My good feeling body is there. My recovery has taken place. My abundance is there. My clarity is there. My stability is there. My vitality is there. My flexibility is there. It's there. It's there. It's there. It's there. It's there. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. I like to think about it. I like to talk about it. I like to bask in it. I like to concentrate. But don't do any of these processes to make something happen. It's done. It's done. It's done. Don't do them to make them happen. Don't do them even to get it. Don't do it even to get there. It's done. You are in your physicalness. You are so insignificant in relationship to what's done. It's done. Do you realize the world you are creating? Do you see your vibrational escrow? We do. It's done, and it's magnificent. Now talk about it, because it feels good to talk about it, because it doesn't need more work. You don't need the clarity in order to make it happen. It's done. You don't need the conversation. You don't need the processes to make it happen. It's done. Let's not get the job done. Let's let the job be done. Let's let it be done by the natural laws of the universe. Let's let it be done by the larger part of you. Let's let it be done by law of attraction. Let's let it be done because it's right that it be done. Let's let it be done because it is done. That's the thing that we so want you to hear. It is done. It's only your awareness that you can't see the evidence of the doneness of it that is holding you back. Everything is unfolding in its perfect order. It's a matter of letting it be, letting the goodness that you so deserve, that you've so set into motion, that you've so even recently contributed to magnificently, just let it be. Let the good times roll. Let the fun be. Let my attitude improve. Let the evidence be shown. Let the world understand. Let me know right now.
Let it be. Let who I really am be present in this moment. Let my eagerness be. Let my passion be. Let my clarity be. Let my balance be. Let my metabolism be. Let my well-being be. Let my cells do what they do. Let my nation be. Let my government be. Let the healthcare system be. Let the ecology be. Let the economy be. Let the good times roll. Let it be. Let the well-being be. Let the earth spin in its orbit in perfect proximity. Let it be. How involved in that are you? You're not involved in that. You let that be. You let that be. And you can let everything be in that same expectant of good things to be. Nothing in all of the universe is more delicious to be than being in vibrational alignment with the whole of who I am. And when I'm in vibrational alignment with the whole of who I am, every cell in my body is fully connected to that source energy. And so the movement of energy and the movement of feeling, the movement of emotion through my body is more exaggerated during my alignment time than any other time. To be in alignment, to be in the vortex, and to be in the physical proximity with physical touch of another person who is also in the vortex is the most sublime physical experience that ever exists. And it is not a surprise to me, we're speaking from your perspective, that the absolute and actual creation and regeneration of the species of which we are a part happens during that glorious physical interaction. Nothing more delicious than to be physically focused in alignment with source energy and in physical contact with another who is also in physical alignment, in vibrational alignment with the source within them. It just does not get any better than that. Don't you now know more about the vortex than you've ever known? Don't you understand your relationship with it? Don't you know what your dominant priority is? Don't you understand your guidance system better? Don't you want to think the thoughts that feel better? Aren't you willing to be nicer to yourself when you're not in the vortex? Aren't you willing to let everybody else off the hook who hasn't been trying that hard to make you feel good? Aren't you ready to take responsibility for how you feel? Don't you sort of feel empowered to do it? Don't you love the feeling of being out of the vortex and then consciously, deliberately focusing yourself in? Don't you love coming into your own power? Don't you really like knowing that the universe has your back, that everything that you want's all queued up for you and it's just a matter of focusing yourself into it? Don't you now, from inside the vortex, appreciate more of those outside the vortex contrasting experiences that have caused you to expand? Don't you like knowing that you will constantly expand? Don't you like knowing that it's going to be a constant tuning up? Don't you like that it's going to be a constant tuning up? Don't you like that it's going to be a constant tuning up? Well, that's the part you don't like so much, because you keep thinking you want to get in the vortex and get it done and live happily ever after. And we want you to hear something that is hard to hear, but it is so, so true. And that is, it's getting into the vortex that is the rush of life. Just like when you're hungry and you eat something, it tastes better than when you've been eating all day long. When you're out of the vortex and then you work your way in, that's that zest. That's that feeling of motion forward, you see. You just don't want to make a career out of step one. You want to make a career out of step 3, which is moving into the vortex. And each time you're in there, then you can look at those people who you felt were responsible for your not being in, and now they look beautiful to you because they gave you the reason to expand, and in your moving into your expansion, you are thrilled with everyone involved. So you have this person, and they just harass you into expansion. But then you can't get your eyes off of them because they're just so in your face and so inappropriate. So the very person that caused your expansion is now the person you're using not to take your expansion, and that's why you're extra mad at them. But when you're in the vortex, you'll be extra appreciative of their having prodded you into expansion, and you're using your guidance and wisdom to now take your expansion.